Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com!
Oh, James!
Oh.
James! Are we still on the air?
I don't
Are we
know.
here? Are we there? Are we here?
I'm not ready.
We're getting shunned.
Shunned?
Getting shunned.
Why?
What do you mean, why? You living on a rock?
What?
They deleted Drinking Bros main group on Facebook, 110,000 members.
I'm very active on there.
Yeah. Now, well, you're not active on social media, and that's fine. It wasn't built for you.
No.
And the issue that I have with it is it was built for everyone else, right? It was a community that was built for everybody else. It was almost 7 years going in that thing, and 300-400 subgroups. Maybe more, who knows?
Yeah.
But it's been shut down. Now, our Lord Hot Dog and Savior, Jared Taylor, restarted a new one this morning, and I wonder if we can find that hot bomb. Go to Facebook and pop it open. Cheers to all you guys back here, by the way, to Hot Bob, Giorgio, Fake Dan. Best I've ever sounded in my entire life on this show right now.
They're awesome.
This is the best sound. We've got a whole bunch of new equipment here so we can see all the things. Looking good.
I know. Is that insulting,
we're starting
Giorgio?
to feel like
no,
pros.
Ross is technically not even on air right now. I put acid in his coffee this morning.
Is that
He's
true?
just tripping,
Okay.
thinking everything's great. This is his fever dream. And
Okay.
Is that true? No, you guys have knocked it out of the park here because you haven't been back for this stuff.
I know.
Look at all this.
This is like the real deal.
Look at all this.
Maybe I don't need to be there. Maybe I don't need to be here. You know what I mean? I always thought it was me. It's not me.
It's not you.
It's not me.
It's very good, Will, honey. It's not you. It's not you.
It's not your fault.
It's not your fault. I don't know. Hey, Hot Bob, real quick. Find out if Homeboy canceled today. I just got a fucking email. I don't know if it's the right one or not. But either way, Jared Taylor, our Lord and Savior, has started a new group, Japes.
He doesn't waste time, and he is the master of pivoting, right?
I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
He's always
He'll
been ahead
do
of the
it.
trends, and he's always very, very funny about
Yes.
it. And the odd thing was with him is when he started Drinking Bros, it was serious. It was a serious group of like, hey, this is who we are. This is degenerates. Everybody reach out to each other. Don't commit suicide. It's basically what he was saying to people. Dead
Right.
serious. Never drink alone. That was the motto of the group. And he's going to be on this afternoon on Drinking Bros around 1:30-ish. I know I always get made fun of for that.
The guest after that has been canceled on the calendar. It's
Okay.
been updated on my phone.
Oh, but
I think that's about an 85% positivity that's been canceled.
Yeah.
Oh, it
yeah,
is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, to be fair, that guest never shows up when it counts, so.
Bam-o! I have my
I'll
thoughts.
say who it is. I'll say who it is
I
this
have my
afternoon.
thoughts on who the culprit may be. There's been a little heat around KGB.
What's that? What's KGB?
You know who KGB is?
Russia?
No, it's a girl that was in our lives, specifically Jared's life. And there was
famous?
some new...
Relatively famous?
She would like to think.
Well,
She, there's been some new heat around that, and Jared was instrumental. And so there's a couple people that I have in my mind that maybe did something.
Everybody's asking me, and we'll get into this afternoon. The explanation we got, because we're admins on these things and whatever, is that it was for guns, some animals, and what was the third one?
It's a private group, so who reports that, guys? Like, does Facebook really just go in there and Do you know what I'm saying? It's been like that for the entire time.
I'm not sure. So I used to follow this group, Band of Bravos. They got nuked as well. My buddy Dan Cummins, who runs Time Suck podcast,
right?
Huge fan of his. He had a nice 22,000 private group as well. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. I initially, here's my guess, okay? Because we have a private Ross Patterson Revolution group as well on there. Not very many members, because I don't publicize it that much. It's like for the old school nooners and like, hey, cool, let's do it, right? I think there's only like 1,000 people in there, right? But we love it, and then that way I can chat with everybody. Like that's a small enough number that I can chat. Not that anybody isn't welcome to join. They are. Go ahead. But what I've noticed lately is that people's posts have been getting taken down before they go up, and it's for certain words. And sometimes those words are just like fuck, of like, oh man, I don't like this fuck or this fucking thing or blah, blah, blah. And so it feels like an AI. They've built some new AI on Facebook and they're catching keywords, phrases, or the words guns or something like that, a lot of these posts are getting ripped before we even get to see them. So by the time I even get to see what was taken down, they're like, you have 9 community guideline violations. By the time I even get to see it, it's gone. So I didn't even get to see the post a lot of times. Now, one in Drinking Bros Sports that was taken down, I did get to see. And it was this other guy just calling LeBron James like a fucking douche. That was literally the phrase. And it was like, well, what triggered that inside AI to remove that? Because it clearly wasn't somebody in our group. So are we up against AI now? And then like Giorgio, that Catholic Church episode we did.
I was going to catch Jessie up for, I don't know if she's been here. She's been gone quite a bit of time. We had the episode with Jared in which we tried to teach the audience how to turn off the
and that's maybe where it started.
Right.
And we got pulled in real time. And we're double streaming to Facebook. So like I think they have an AI that's scanning our audio and as well as scanning everything that you type in before it goes up.
Right.
I'm not sure if our account had been flagged because some of those things, and now the AI scrubs us harder than it scrubbed other places. But the YouTube cutting that section out after post-processing that went live before it went up was very interesting. And Facebook taking us down in real time and cutting it in real time was also very interesting. So, we're going to work on ways to try to keep you guys talking. The Patreon is one. We don't know how much longer that's going to last.
I think Patreon is fine for a while. For real, because it's still, you're still behind a paywall and it's still private, right? Drinking Bros podcast is on Patreon. We've got some aggressive episodes on there, and we love Ross Patterson Uncirced podcast is on there. The Friday Night Jack Sesh with Giorgio and
should I do
Jack
a daily post just saying like a daily bulletin? Comment your craziest things here on the Patreon. What people can go and chat and have kind of a little something maybe.
No, but it's funny you brought that up because I did talk to Dan Cummins. And I was chatting with him about his app. So he has an app for Time Suck, and everybody goes to the app. I don't know if there's a message. I didn't go that deep into it. I don't know if there's a message board feature or what that entails and blah, blah, blah. But, I think that might be another step. The weird thing is we're getting so involved now with big tech and keywords and everything else where I don't want to watch what I say. I don't want to be censored for things. And local government is starting to fight back. So Ron DeSantis yesterday said, hey, we're filing lawsuits against Facebook and Google for freedom of speech because these things should be public utilities. I know the governor here, wheelchair, Abbott, he has done the same thing where he's saying, hey, Texas is a free state and we're going to allow freedom of speech and everything else. So if your Facebook is in Texas, then yes, you will be able to sue. You're going to come to a head with this sooner rather than later, especially when AI is involved, because there was a joke that I had posted on my Facebook that was ripped. And they said, I got this like weird 5-question like worksheet afterwards, Jesse. And it said, do you feel this post was pulled in error? And I said, yes, because it was a parody and it was making fun of somebody and it wasn't something serious. And then it went back up 10 minutes later. I don't know. And I have a hard time believing it's Mark Zuckerberg going through fucking billions and billions of pages doing this shit. Like, it is clearly an AI. However, it's like the best way to equate it is it's like your cell phone changing the word fucking to ducking when no one has ever been ducking in their entire life.
I only use ducking now.
I mean, I love it. I also love docking, but
Yeah.
you know Mark Zuckerberg got caught using Signal, right?
Yeah.
So why aren't you using your own chat messenger, huh? Why aren't you using...
Yes. Look, it's all bad. All of this is bad, and it's headed toward something worse. I just don't know what that is. But what I told Jared last night, and again, he'll be on this show this afternoon, is as much as I hate to say it, it's starting to feel like China a little bit. Because where do you go for just freedom of speech or whatever? Yes, you can't say you're going to go out and murder somebody or start a fire and burn down a theater or whatever. But you should be able to talk and post memes and have conversations. I mean, we went through it with right before the election on Instagram, just with like simple Hunter Biden pictures that were real, that were verified, that were real, and they pulled them and said, no, somebody else said this or whatever, and or this is scientific, and you gotta, the CDC posts and everything else, which we're gonna talk about today. You're not correct. Your group of people is not correct on that side. And who is that community when it says our community guidelines? Who is the community? Why aren't they public? Why don't we know about them? If we knew their background, their history, and what they believe in, or if they understand comedy or whatever it is, couldn't we put them on trial and everything else? Because it's getting crazy. Today was the believe all science. We've all got to get the vaccinations, go get the vaccinations, get the vaccinations. We're putting a pause on Johnson & Johnson vaccinations today.
As well as AstraZeneca, but that happened a little bit before this. It was in Europe, so nobody cared. But yeah, they had like over 30 people die of blood clots.
Yep.
From taking the AstraZeneca, and so they're holding. A couple countries are holding off. Some are just making it a side effect because it is a small percentage. But I mean, look. That scares me enough.
The first thing
I said what?
The first thing you said to me last night was, I'd like to see the people who got the blood clots.
I just want to see a picture. Do you know what I mean? It's the same thing with like the deaths. Just show me a picture of them so that I can be like, oh my God, I'm at risk. Have decisions in my life maybe led to possibly being able to either beat this or not get a blood. You know what I'm saying? So I just need to see. I need to see a picture.
So the other part about this, because this is the top story today. This is Johnson & Johnson stop the vaccinations. We're all done with vaccination.
I'm quite puffy today. I mean, shit.
No, you're not, James. Now you're on my travel schedule, and it's fun, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the camera's low. But I'm not going to do what you do. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. It's my fault. Do you know what I mean?
This schedule
it's not anybody's fault but mine.
Flying back on Monday mornings at 4 a.m. is brutal.
But anyway, carry on.
With the Johnson & Johnson vaccination here, one dead, one critical. And the media's calling it a devastating blow. Oh my gosh.
I thought it was 6.
Yeah. Well, now they're saying 1. And this is according to CNBC. So look, it's not like it's 8chan or something like that.
And to your point earlier, when you said like it's becoming China, like I like how you talk about these things where it's like, it's gonna get bad.
It's gonna get bad.
So it's already been, all of this has already been, right? So this isn't something that just started today. Do you remember the breakdown that I had in North Carolina?
I apologize. You were correct. 6 Johnson & Johnson vaccination recipients developed rare and severe blood clots. 1 died. 1 is in critical condition. So,
okay.
Yes.
The only time you can interrupt me is if it's to tell me that I'm right. Okay? Other than that, shut your face.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut your face when I'm talking. Anyways, I don't even know what I was saying. No, do you remember the breakdown that I had? North Carolina, it was beginning of the pandemic. Mm-hmm. I had seen the empty streets of China and like a tumbleweed rolling through. And I was like, wait, tumbleweeds in China? That's kind of weird. It's almost like the reporter, just blew it out there really quick. But that's what it was. It was like empty, this like metropolis. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then later that week, they started showing shots of the U.S. with everyone wearing masks. I had a visceral reaction and a little bit of a breakdown. Ever since then, compliance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ever since then, compliance and acceptance, as I've told you guys. But like that was my breakdown. I was like, oh shit, we're that.
We're that.
And it was just the image of everyone wearing a mask, which was like, holy shit, that is China, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's what it's going to be. Yeah. And so had a little mini breakdown and then total and complete acceptance. The AI thing's been happening forever. I don't know how much
Not to
worse.
this extent.
Exactly. But it all builds. They just kind of get you used to certain things and then move on to the next thing, right? I think we even said today, like, there's another school shooting.
Yeah.
We're so used to it. Protests, riots. We're like, yeah. Did that stop? Oh, that's new. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh. And when Don Lemon's telling me, I don't know. I don't know how bad it is, right? But anyways, I've definitely gotten to that point a year ago where I was like, oh, okay, so we're going to be China. They're only going to give me the information that my little tiny brain can accept. And again, that's fine with me, right? They're not going to give me all the information.
They're not. And
the other thing I was thinking.
People are so angry.
Right. Here's the other thing I was thinking. So I was listening to, side by side, I listened to The Daily, and then I listened to, let's say, Shapiro or any of those other like
I don't know
right
how you
podcasts.
get to The Daily. God bless you.
But I do it for that. Like, what are they saying? How are they saying it? How are they able to keep the control like that? So is there any right-leaning podcast that has a calm, soothing voice, authoritative, right? Or is all of everyone that's on the right or that talking, news, podcast, any journalist or whatever, there's a level of like anger and like it's almost giving them control by being like they have control, right? And being like hysterical, a little bit crazy, where you go to The Daily or anything New York Times and they have just such confidence, calm,
soothing voice,
soothing
NPR
confidence,
voice,
and they're delivering you the news, and you can believe me because I'm not hysterical, right?
Right.
So, do we have any, besides the BBC or whatever? Do we have any
I think
outlet
this would be a huge moneymaker now that I'm thinking about
that
it.
is just very, it's complete confidence. You're not talking about the other side. They've stopped talking about Trump or the right or anything. They literally
we
just
watched
deliver
last
you.
night, we watched Lemon, and it was like Trumpism. We're talking about it still.
Lemon is not what I'm talking about, right? Okay. But so Lemon is the counterpart to the right? Where he's hysterical in a different way.
Yeah.
Maddow, all these people, right?
Yeah.
But there are a few. And most of the places that you're getting your like news are just, let's say, ABC.
Sure.
National news.
Yeah.
Very calm, very confident.
David Muir, yeah.
David Muir, very calm, very confident. This is the news.
Yeah.
Right?
I think, Giorgio, Rob, I think we have our next hit. Yeah. If we called it news the right way, right? And that way people know.
I don't even know.
Here's the thing. It's you and I, but in those voices. So if I was reading a nice story today,
right, and you
I
just
would
say,
pop it open and say, "Oh, hey guys,"
and you say 6 dead.
Yeah.
From or 1 dead, 6 in critical condition, right?
Yeah,
and as we have reported,
I'll take
this vaccine was rushed to market.
Yeah,
many people were skeptical. Or whatever.
I'll take the AP here. So let's try this out. All right.
Okay.
I'll take the AP story on the Johnson & Johnson.
But is that
AP,
is that right leaning?
It's not. It's nothing.
Okay.
But we'll make it right leading. Okay?
Okay.
So I'll just read this and we'll kind of improv our way through this because people trust the AP still a little bit, right?
Right, because they're not hysterical in any way. But are they
it's
leaning?
Just the wording. Yes,
Got it,
correct. The U.S. on Tuesday recommended a pause in using the single-dose Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccination to investigate reports of rare but potentially dangerous blood clots, a development that could jeopardize the rollout of the vaccines around the world. Now, as you're familiar, President Donald J. Trump used Operation Warp Speed to get these vaccinations out to people around the world and warned that there could be some setbacks. Next up today, LeBron James scored 36 points in the thing, right?
Yeah.
So the last part that I said, not included in that article, right? Trump, Operation Warp Speed. Nothing in there about that.
Right.
However, if I just slide it in casually, very quietly, and then I move on to the next story.
Yes.
The Los Angeles Lakers. Yeah, go to the thing, and then you're like, oh, well, shit.
Yes.
He's very tender. He's very tender. And if it goes guy, girl, they would trust us more. Like if you did one in that girl's voice, I did one in this guy's voice.
Yes.
And it was just, hey, guys, we're just reading the news. We were hired off the streets to read the news in a calm manner to help get you through this.
And so protests break out in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
They once again looted the Walmart because that is the modus operandi. Yes.
The first
The way to get your point across
Yeah.
is to loot the Walmart.
And if you're out there and you do have an extra pair of size 12 Nike Kobe's that just came out, go ahead and send them our way because I'd love to have them. I saw many, many people leaving with handfuls of Nikes from the Foot Locker. Next up, GameStop burned to the ground.
Yes.
As you remember, that popular stock was, Yeah. I think that's probably the way to go. I think, Jabes, we might have a hit on our hand. So.
Because I couldn't find one. Like I couldn't find someone delivering.
You're right. I don't think I'm looking through
the other side in a calm, collected, confident manner.
I'm looking through the
devoid of emotion
charts here.
and
Yeah, we got nothing. We got nothing
just
here.
Just saying. Maybe we call it the nightly.
No, I think news the right way.
No, I want it to be right next to the daily. Do you know what I mean? So I want it to go
so
every
we do it
day.
At night? Yeah.
Whatever. It's the nightly. It's the same color. It's the same kind of background. The nightly. And it's going to be literally on the charts right next to them, onesie twosie. And it'll just be that same,
Yeah.
The confidence of someone that's winning, right?
Yeah.
Not someone that's losing. That's the way that it's coming off.
Yeah. Okay.
Now.
Okay.
Where it's like, we're under attack. The left is going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm into this.
That doesn't work.
You're right. I don't see any, I see nothing on these charts with anything like that whatsoever.
No, it's all like controversial figures and then the daily, right?
Daily. You might be onto something, James. If you and I did that, I could just rewrite these articles real quick.
Maybe we get a Keith Morrison. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
If he delivered like super right news, you'd be like, absolutely.
Yeah.
He would turn some people.
God, do I have a guy? Who's in our voiceover catalog? We got some good guys who could pop in and do some voiceovers like that.
Just saying. But anyway.
Jesse Merlin. Throw Jesse Merlin in there.
Merlin would be great.
Great at reading the news. It could be our next venture. We'll see. But the name of the Facebook group here, Bobbert, is, did you find it?
MTech.
MTech. So, did they already fucking shut this down?
No.
They didn't. Okay, pop it up on screen. Okay. So, it's called MTech. Is this on our screen fully? Okay, great. So we're trying to figure out ways to get unzucked, if you will. So we got together last night late. I apologize. I haven't answered anybody's text or phone calls. I apologize out there to everyone. Is this on screen currently?
Yes.
Really? It's not on mine.
Mine either.
Yeah. We positive this is on screen. You got it?
Oh, okay.
And if you got it, you got it.
We're watching it.
Well, all right. So it's MTech, and it is a minority. There it is. There's a nice full screen for us. It's the so Drinking Bros is now MTech. We've just started this group. We already have 4,000 members as of about an hour ago, which is great. Right.
I love the picture of Jared with a mustache and glasses.
This is MTech.
That's great.
Minority Trans Equality Coalition, and it's a public group. Anybody is willing to join this and share your thoughts and feelings. And this is the new group. So if you're out there and you're like, hey, how do I get back with the rest of the Drinking Bros people? We've now made it public, and it's just called MTech, Minority Trans Equality Coalition. That way it can't get zucked, because we have all of the things that we need for a proper group on Facebook today. We've got minorities, we've got trans,
Right.
We've got equality, and we've got some form of coalition that may or may not meet everywhere, like a lot around the nation. So we've got all of the things.
How pissed are people going to be that actually come for that, though?
What's that?
Huh?
Wait, here's the thing. We don't discriminate, so I don't care.
No, I'm saying, like, are you guys going to still talk in the same way about the same thing?
You bet.
Okay, that's what I mean.
You bet. Show me that dick.
Sure.
If you're up there, and let's say you just got a penis attached, I'll
Right.
be like, oh, shit, congrats, Brian, or whatever your name is.
Yeah, I guess,
Show me
like,
that hog, brother.
right. We're good with it.
DM me that hog, and I'll give you an
Live
honest
your
answer.
life, bro.
I want to see if I can see the stitches. I want to see how that works out. Fuck, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bring it. But here's the thing. Drinking Bros was always like that. Anyone was welcome in that group. I mean, we had people who were like fucking 80 years old.
Yeah, that's not what I'm... Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, who cares? We had gays, we had lesbians, everything was in there. There's some wild ass shit in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, who cares? Pop on down. We don't really care. We don't discriminate. So yeah, go to Facebook and just join MTech, and that'll be our new group. And then Jared will be on in an hour or so to talk about MTech. What do you got, Japes? What do you?
I just can't even look at myself on screen.
Why? Yeah, you want it wider? What do you want?
No.
What?
No.
You look beautiful today. We were on a flight
Shiny.
at 4 a.m. and that's
Shiny, puffy.
You know, we were on a flight at 4 a.m. Nothing we can do about that, Japes.
Love you guys.
Yeah,
We'll work on it.
it's it's a long journey,
It is.
you know. And are we near the end of it? What do you think? June? We back in June? You think?
Yeah. Definitely
Moved in
back
by June?
in by June. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Join MTech though, and feel so safe. My first post in MTech today was finally a group that accepts who I am, all of me.
All of you.
So I know we took the logo out last night to the T-shirt company to get some T-shirts made for MTech and everything. So that's going to be great, and we're super amped about that. To do all of that, Jabes. Look at that. Todd Welch said, I just joined MTech. Welcome. And then Morgan Mitchell is asking for your thoughts here that Meghan Markle is going to ditch Prince Philip's funeral.
It tracks. She's pregnant.
Really?
Yes. What do you mean?
So just because she's pregnant, that's going to be her way out?
Look, she doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
Perfect excuse.
Yeah.
She really orchestrates her life in the perfect way. So yeah, she's going to miss it.
Yeah. She's going to miss it.
She's going to miss it, and she's going to miss every other event in the UK.
Yeah.
Thus, I mean, till the end of time.
Well, I was thinking about
She
it.
blew it up. You can't
Yeah.
blow it up like that. There are things you can't take back. Harry going is
Yeah.
interesting to me, although
He doesn't
you
have a choice.
can't-
That's his grandfather.
and you can't not go, right?
Yeah.
But the choice for her not to go was her, him, them, everything. Mm-hmm. Oprah.
Oh, all of it.
So it's a perfect excuse. If she wasn't pregnant, I think there would be more people talking about it. But
How many months is she pregnant?
not enough for it to be an excuse. No, she was. Like, in the interview, she was fully pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, you could see. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you're right. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
So-
probably second trimester. Yeah, she should
Yeah.
be fine. Okay.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
it's like COVID, you can't travel, you're pregnant, blah, blah,
Right.
blah. Like, it all works. But in the future, she's not going to have that excuse. So her hope probably is that Elizabeth dies very soon.
It will be. She'll die within the next year.
Right, but she won't be pregnant then.
Elizabeth? No shit.
No,
she's 100.
Markle won't be.
Oh,
So I'm saying Markle's hope is that Elizabeth goes while she's pregnant so that she doesn't have to go to that. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else that she would have to go out there for.
I got a take on that, and I'll tell you why. I think she goes to the Queen's funeral because that is going to be a global event. Every leader from around the world will be there. It will be televised on every single television in the world. And I think the star fuckery inside of her, she's going to be there, dude.
Yeah, I think by that time, she may be waning in popularity, right? Because if nobody's talking about you,
Right.
nobody's talking about you.
Right.
And I think she can't stand either, right? Like she doesn't want people to talk about her the way that they have been.
Sure.
But she doesn't want people to not talk about her.
Yes.
So yeah, I think all of that is exactly right. Worst case scenario is exactly what it is, right?
Yeah.
So, and you're asking someone that hates her. So my first instinct always is that there's something going on. No decision is just, oh gosh, I want to go.
Yeah. I think she goes for the queen. That's too big. That's everybody from around the world. And she's going to need that fame that day.
Yeah, we'll see. And she's always spoke highly of the queen, right? So.
Yeah. I think she'll be there for the queen's death. After that, I think,
Does that make you think, though, that Philip was the one that said that shit? Or did he say anything? He didn't say anything.
I don't think anybody said anything in this.
So Prince Philip has a history of just saying dumb shit.
Right.
Yes.
But he doesn't strike me as malicious in any way.
No, but was that comment malicious or was it someone dumb being like,
Dude,
I don't
I
don't know.
Prince Philip could totally have been like, well, that baby may be dark or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, and everyone's like, oh, cheeky.
Yeah.
Oh,
literally
Philip.
like, oh, it might be a darker baby than we'd like. But like he doesn't give a shit.
No.
He's not in any of those meetings, let's be honest. He's
No,
been
dude.
dead for 10 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
So by the way, I'm still going to stand by. I don't think any of that happened, to be honest with you.
Somebody said something,
No.
but it wasn't anybody of any importance, and they were quickly shut down, I'm sure, by any other sensible person in the room. But yeah, I'm sure it was said. I'm sure it was said, but I don't think it's the consensus, right? I think it was like there were other people in the room going, come on.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So, yes. I guess you're right. It might have been Philip. He's always been.
I'm going to say no on this one.
Okay.
real.
And you can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that. People are wrong all the time.
That's my gut feeling.
You're saying nobody said anything like that in the royal family?
Nope.
You're out of your mind.
Here's why I say this.
It is
right?
what it is. But
I don't think people care. She does not look black whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't think they care, but
she doesn't look black. Like, what fucking world, dude? Put up a picture of Meghan Markle, for Christ's sake.
we don't need to do
She looks
that.
Italian,
we all know.
maybe? Like, maybe Italian? Like,
We all know. But yeah.
Look at them darkening up shit. Like, they darken up her face, and look what they did to fucking Philip and Homeboy.
Nope. That's
Find any
how
fucking
they
picture
look.
besides that, Bob. Jesus Christ.
That's
Meghan
how
Markle.
they look.
Photos.
That's how they look. They don't need to whiten up anybody or darken up anybody.
Yeah. Just pop them all up
Meghan
on the
Markle
screen.
next to Prince Harry, that's exactly how she looks. Do you know what I'm saying? The white balance on that.
Pop up Meghan Markle
His
photos.
face is the
and
white
go,
balance.
Go widescreen on this so I can see it. I can't see it in that tiny box. Oh, Christ. That's not real.
Yes. What do you mean that's not real? What are you talking about?
All these photos have fucking been touched up.
They really haven't,
saturated.
my friend.
They did the same thing to Trump, where they made him fucking bright orange.
Okay.
Hey, Bob. Yeah. Google Meghan Markle photos. I just want to see all of them, like combined. You're just picking up singular
What
ones
is the
here.
debate, Ross? What are we
I've
saying?
never seen a dark Meghan Markle where it's like, oh yeah, that girl was black. I had no fucking idea this girl was black. Not one.
I think on the pilot of Suits, she was kind of tan, and they told her to tone it back.
You're kidding
That's how
me
she
here.
looks, bro. That's how she looks. No?
No. Hey, Bob, if I could just get a Google search with all the images, give me all of them.
He
There we go.
did. There they are.
Scroll through them. There we go.
Bob, it's
Look at
not
that.
you.
There we
Bob,
go.
It's
Hey,
not
Bob.
you.
Bob, go up. Scroll up. It's third from right there. Third from the bottom. This one? No, right there. Go to the left of that. Left. There it is. Does that look like a black girl to you?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yep.
No. In what world?
Oh my God.
In
I actually
what
want to
fucking
end
world?
this conversation.
Yeah, so do I.
I know. It's a tough one. I know it's hard. But yeah, she does.
No, she doesn't. Like, not even fucking close. Not even fucking close. That is the whitest black person. She looks as fuck. Pull up Rachel Dolezal. Let's go there today.
You could pull up a picture of her mom if you want.
Tiana Trump is like, same skin tone.
Yeah.
No, dude. We've interviewed Tiana Trump.
You can pull up a picture of her mom if you want. Meghan Markle's mom.
Pull up Rachel Dolezal. Let's see. Throw that up there. For shits and gigs. Yeah. There we go. Throw a little makeup on. Congratulations. What did we watch last night? Scarface. Just pull up a picture of Al Pacino in Scarface. Throw a little darker makeup on. You can do whatever you want. Without the makeup on,
Look,
it's just white as shit.
Here's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I hate her.
I know you do.
But I don't think she's doing any of that.
I think she's doing all of that.
I don't think she's doing any of that.
Into all of
I want to be on record saying I don't think she's doing any of that.
I think she's leaning into all of it.
Mixed race person. Her mom is black.
Pull up her parents. I've never seen them
white.
actually.
That's what people look like.
Pull up her parents and let's see what they look like.
But anyway, I hate her. None of that I think that she does, but I think she does a bunch of other things behind the scenes.
What, like, I
think she's calculating in other ways, but I don't know.
Okay. That's her mom, but look what she looks like. Looks like a white lady to me. Not her mom.
That's how
No,
it
she looks
works.
like
Meghan Markle.
She looks like a half black chick that in like the 1870s would lie and say she was Italian
Sure.
to not get fully discriminated against.
And in Ellis Island, she would say, "I'm Italian." Right?
If I saw that girl in the street, I'd be like, "That's an Italian chick." Maybe Spain, tops.
If I saw her in the street, I'd ask her out.
Yeah, I know you would, Giorgio.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she would go full Mike Tirico.
Yeah.
Where he lies about being Italian.
Yeah, this is fucking crazy to me. No, dude. You're worried about the baby being... Come on. She fucking made that up. She made all that shit up. All this shit is made up, I think. I think all of it is made up. And I think she's a fame-hungry fucking gold digger.
All right, if we are going to go down this road, I did go down a little rabbit hole. Not anything.
There we go.
No, not anything to do with this. I'm actually done with that part of it because she is a mixed race girl, whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. That's fine. So, but she, couple things. She had a blog before even Suits started, and she would like interview people. It was blogs the way that they were before podcasts even started. Like people would like tune in, whatever. She would do interviews with people. And in a couple of her interviews, she was actually talking about Princess Kate, William's whatever, wife. And was talking about her. That's not the kind of princess that I would want to be at that time.
Yeah.
Miss, I don't know about the royals.
Yep.
We don't know about the royals. You don't know who Harry is. She was in many interviews talking about that, how she was as a princess, how she would never want to be like that. Also, if you look up Princess Diana's interview with ABC, it's almost word for word, verbatim, what Meghan Markle said to Oprah. So it's the same with like suicide, the isolation. She couldn't go to lunch, and maybe even deeper conspiracy. She knew all of this, right?
Sure.
She pulled an Ilaria, positioned herself, turned herself into his mother, who he loved.
Yep.
And got him the fuck out of there.
Yeah. No. Look, I'm
Other than that, I don't really know. But
I'm reading the message boards here live on YouTube. Spain, definitely. Maybe Portuguese. Most people side with me on this one. Thank you. Yeah, dude. What the fuck? What are we doing? Portuguese. Yeah, yes, dude. Somebody said, yeah, what is she? 0.00.9? Like, yeah. That one's a toughie for me.
I love you guys, all of you, but I can't explain to you. Like, I don't have enough time to explain mixed race people. But anyway, carry on.
It has nothing to do with being mixed race.
Okay.
It's what you turn out to look like. Like, sometimes a gene
You're having this conversation right now, and you're trying to tell me that in the royal family, maybe they didn't have this fucking conversation. You're having it with me right now.
What do you mean?
You're having the same conversation that you're saying didn't happen in the royal family. You're having it with me right now.
Saying the
You never
opposite.
know how someone's going to turn
white.
out. You never know.
She's white.
Yeah, but someone says she's not white. So the baby's not going to be white.
Why wouldn't
they're having that same fucking conversation?
She married somebody who is translucid. I can fucking see through Harry.
Right.
That is a guy that I could fucking see
Did it ever
through.
cross your mind, what's the baby going to look
If the
like?
window broke out in the studio right now and they replaced it with Harry, I could still see through the fucking window out
Absolutely.
into the street.
Absolutely.
That's how translucid he is.
Exactly.
And with that fucking girl, look at the baby. The baby's a fucking, that's the whitest child that has maybe been born in America. They might as well have packed that fucking baby in snow in Switzerland. Fresh snow from the Alps.
But you're saying
that's how white the goddamn baby is.
That's crossed your mind. It just crossed your mind right now. What is the baby going to look like?
No, I know what the baby looks like. Baby's white as shit. Pull up the baby.
Oh,
Pull
God.
up that goddamn baby. I think the baby's got red hair. Shit. Yeah, look at that little fucker.
It's cute, baby.
It's a cute baby.
He's almost as white as the goddamn dead guy. Is that full screen? Put that up right now. R.I.P. to Prince Philip. Look at that. Look at that little fucker. Yes, whitest fucking baby you could possibly ever have.
Who's holding the baby? Modest wedding ring, modest nails. You know.
Yeah,
I don't
who
know
is
who
that?
that is, but
It might be Modest Yahoo. Shit. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit today. Not today, kids. Not today. My God, dude. R.I.P. Philip, dude. But yeah, whiter than Philip. That motherfucker just got out of the hospital 10 days ago and then died a week later. And also, I'm glad he got the COVID vaccination because that he might have died, 8 days earlier if he hadn't. So
He got it?
yeah, hopefully the last 8 days were great for him. You know?
It should
important.
be.
Maybe he was the one on Johnson & Johnson.
It
Maybe
should have
that's
been
not what the media is
65
telling
to
us.
90, don't you think? They should
Yeah.
have cut it off maybe at a certain age.
I don't know. Give it to older. Do whatever you want at this point. Because here's the thing. If you're killing people, right, like the media is saying the vaccinations are killing people, give it to the old people. You know, give it to them first. And then be
Right.
like, oh, it was a tragedy. We were 78 years old and whatever happened. For what we watching last night, the last 48, and they were like, they were trying to get to the bottom of the death of Lucille Ball.
Oh,
and
no, it was
Arnie,
like
and Desi
autopsy.
Arnaz.
Yeah. They both died like super old of lung cancer because they smoked 20 packs a day.
I walked in last night because I think Lucille Ball, in my opinion, I don't know if I've ever said this out loud, is on this show. That is the greatest female comedian of all time. No one will ever top Lucille Ball, in my opinion. Like, she
Yeah,
was,
I definitely watched. I watched I Love Lucy every
You throw on an I
single
Love
day.
Lucy today, she's still better than anyone who has ever walked on SNL. And I think every female member of SNL would tell you the same exact thing.
Probably.
She's the very best comedian of all time. And she was doing that shit 50 years before any of these fuckers were. And she was better at it then than they are now. The best there is.
And what I liked about it too is that she was gorgeous, right? So she was
Yeah,
gorgeous
yeah,
and hilarious.
And when I walked in and you were watching this last night, immediately I was like, is this odd? And the doctor was like, we're going to get to the
Get
bottom.
to the bottom of this.
I looked at it, I was like, why? She died of being 78 and smoking 20 packs of cigarettes a day. Same with Desi. Like,
Yeah.
what are we re-examining this? And that fucking dude, the doctor last night was like, well, you know, we got to get to the bottom of this because if this was caught earlier, he could have had 5 more years. Who gives a shit about 5 more years at that point? He had the biggest, that's because that was the other thing they forgot about them a lot of people forgot about them was Desi Lou was the biggest production company in Hollywood for years.
Yeah.
They raked in cash. So yeah, they were partying all the time, smoking cigarettes all day long. If they weren't, they were probably smoking cigarettes while they were fucking. I bet you Lucille put a fucking ashtray on Ricky's back during Mish. Just so she could puff and then go around and tap ash out on his back into an ashtray. Like, that's what it was. You were smoking all the time.
They were really trying to play up the dramatics of it as well. Like,
Boy.
did she die of a broken heart because Desi died, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
2 years earlier and they hadn't been together for 25 years. Yeah, look into that, doctor. We could go straight to the lungs with that. It's like, at that age, do we really need do you even need an autopsy?
That's
I mean,
what
let's be real.
Craig Zaleski just said, what are they going to do on Stephen Hawking next? You know, it's like, oh, how did he die? I can't figure it out. I don't know. He was in a fucking wheelchair, head tilted over for fucking...
He was on extra innings anyways.
Yes.
You don't need to get into the...
Nope. Don't need
Mystery.
I don't need that autopsy whatsoever.
Like Prince Philip. we won't get. I'm not begging for that autopsy, right?
No, but we're gonna get
I
it.
need the results. I need the toxicology.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? I have to know what exactly it was, and it's gonna be a whole list
99
of a million things.
Luft balloons.
Right.
If you're gonna do, he died at 99. Hashtag Luft balloons. If you're gonna do an autopsy, do it on DMX. I bet you there was 800 drugs in his system.
Yeah, but I think
He's
they'll
not
release
going
that.
anywhere. Yeah, well, that one they'll put out ASAP on like TMZ and be like, well, there was
Right.
50 fucking drugs in there, or whatever.
But that's another one that I'm not begging for because it's like, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only a couple that were mysteries to me where I went back and watched them. Where on that show, like the Jimi Hendrix one, I didn't know about that. I was like, oh shit, all right, that
Yeah.
makes sense. That girl fucking dosed him and then bounced. You know, she wanted
Yeah.
a little bit of that Jimmy dick for a couple more days.
sure.
That one was a shocker. Where I was like, all right, well shit, I stayed around for that one. The Desi Lou thing last night, I just turned that right the fuck off. Go, Lucille Ball died at 77. No,
Yeah.
I don't need to
The
go
next
back and
one they were
figure it
doing
out.
was Desi Arnaz after that.
Yeah.
Drank heavily and
Heavily.
smoked 20 packs a day and was quite old
Filterless.
when he died. Yeah.
Filterless cigarettes. Yeah. So we're fine on that.
Yeah.
I don't, those
No
mysteries. No, not at all. Not at all, James. We get some sponsors who pay for this show to be on the air
Oobly.
today. And yes, Bob, that guest did cancel. We were going to do 3 shows today. I think we're only doing 2 now, but the guest canceled. I got an email. They did not want to be on camera. So
What?
Yeah.
Why?
We'll have to look up this person. Maybe they look weird now. I don't know. I always wonder about that, actually. Like, because back in the audio days, we never had to worry about it. Now we're doing video all the time.
Right.
And, there's some people
You
when
guys could do it with just his voice and you guys are on camera.
I'm okay with that. So maybe text Ari and we'll put up a picture of him. But perhaps this person is older. Georgie, you would know better than all of us, actually. What is this person's age? Because maybe we can just put up a picture and do audio only. How old?
Not that old.
What is it? Just tell me the answer.
I don't know.
Josie. Well, shit. Fucking A, dude.
Yeah. No. No.
no possible way.
Scientists have been studying this throughout time.
Somebody just shout out an age. How old?
I don't know, like 35.
It's a simple search. It's three words. Three
I'm thinking
keywords today.
39.
Bob, did you smoke weed last night? What happened? 3 words.
What's going on?
Who did what? Who did
Did
what?
you all take edibles and I didn't know today? It's a 3 that's a
Of
3
course
word
they did. It's a
We've been
Tuesday.
planning this for a little
It's a
The
Tuesday.
name.
Of course they did.
the name and age.
He's
That's it.
31.
Oh.
Maybe he's
I
like
think we went to middle school
driving
together,
or
actually.
traveling or something.
That's if he's 31, that's weird. All right. I'll have to ask.
Maybe he was just
off the
gonna
show.
call in, like, you know what I mean, on the road or something.
You really get to you and I don't know if we're the only ones who do this, but like just fucking out shit on air where we're just like, we're live. Who the fuck is that? Why won't they be there? Like,
Oh yeah. Well, whatever happens on the show happens on the show. We're bringing you into our life. We'll have straight up business meetings on air with you guys.
If you want to watch all of us drop the ball again and try to make Ross freak out, we'll do it every Tuesday.
God damn it,
Every
man.
Tuesday, that's their edible day. You didn't know that?
I guess so.
You didn't know that?
Man.
They all take it.
Man.
They all take
My
it.
keyword search is fast. I'm terrible at a lot of things in this life. Can't do anything handy whatsoever, but I'm a motherfucking keyword messiah, dude.
Right.
Anywho, we get some sponsors, James.
Oh,
who
yes,
pay for
of
the show and the
course,
being there.
of
I don't know
course.
how. By the way, join MTech on Facebook. Go there. That is the new Drinking Bros, and it's equal for everyone.
Right. But I think tune in to the Drinking Bros with Jared because he'll probably break
will.
everything down. You'll get a lot of
But I'm
new
curious
members
how
after that.
many people out of the 110 have gotten there, and here's why. I got a message from Kirill, who was a good friend of ours, right? He got his Instagram deleted again. And he had to start over. So he had like 250,000 Instagram followers or something like that. And in less than 48 hours, he's back to 115,000 followers. So,
Yeah.
but we posted it and everything else. So,
Right. But if you follow, people like Jared or him, like you're there for the drama. You're there to like help them pivot. You're there support.
Dan has a power beard. Yeah, they do. Yeah, Dan, you do have a power beard.
I think I ask him every day, what's the end game with the beard?
Yeah, what is the end game
What's
with
the
the
end
beard?
game
For the
with the
audience,
beard?
what is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm just letting it go.
Yeah. I told you. He's just, he's just with the world, and I
Yeah.
like that about him.
Yeah.
And so is our first sponsor. They're just with the world. Ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Mattresses for the future. Didn't I say that?
Mattress of the future? Yeah, I think that's probably accurate.
Mattresses for the future.
Oh, mattresses for the future.
I think they're going to live. I think they're going to live on. If there was some sort of meteor that hit the planet or a nuclear bomb, I think the mattresses would stay fine.
I know.
I think if an alien landed from another planet after we all got nuked, we're all dead, there'd just be a bunch of ghost bed mattresses. They would live through everything, I think.
Yeah, it'd be Keith Richards,
Yep.
Ringo Starr,
And then 10
Twinkies,
million ghost beds.
cockroaches, and ghost beds.
They're the best. Best in the business there at ghostbed.com.
And Queen Elizabeth, maybe. I mean, let's be real.
I give her, she's on my death watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I got her at 10 months.
Death list?
Yeah, I got her at 10 months. 30% off mattresses, sheets, pillows, adjustable bases. Go to ghostbed.com/drinking bros today. Promo code drinking bros. 30% off everything. Or if you buy a mattress and take a little pic with it and post it on your Instagram, write a nice testimonial about it and tag Drinking Bros, Ross Patterson Revolution on there, and Ghostbed. Congratulations. They're going to send you 2 free pillows in the mail. A lot of people are doing that. And that's a fucking sweet-ass deal to take hold of. The other deal is the 36-month pay-as-you-go program. No interest at ghostbed.com/drinking bros. So that's nice. That's real nice.
Real nice.
You can couple all those deals together. So get on it. Go to ghostbed.com/drinking bros today. Next up, man, I've been missing these guys. Hello Fresh. Hello
Fresh. Oh my gosh, they're doing 12 now?
Yeah, go ahead and read that out to the audience. It's almost hard to believe.
HelloFresh.com /revolution12 and use code revolution12. Sounds like you have to put the code in. Make sure you do that, revolution12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping. That's basically free. Not really sure how they're making money because their ingredients are all super high quality, fresh. Their recipes are amazing. You're going to take the stress out of dinner, which I do pretty much. I do it 4 days a week.
Yeah.
And then like Friday we'll do something, go out, or, the weekend is the weekend. But those 4 days, Monday to Thursday, are rough. Yeah. And I think they're rough for everyone. I feel like I just did a Monday through Friday 3 days ago.
Crazy, right?
It happens every week. You go Monday through fucking Friday, man.
But you were asking yourself, how do they make money? They're not making money on this. So what they're doing is they're just sending you 12 free meals and saying, look.
And know you're going to get hooked.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Or get those Gouda burgers. Holy Christ.
I know. Gouda Vibe burgers. First of all, I love the name.
Yep.
They're delish.
Yeah.
They come with a steak fry. So you are cooking, but you're not going to the grocery store, looking up the recipe, realizing what you have at home, seeing what you need to get to the grocery store, then bringing it back. Like it just comes to you in a bag. You make it. You feel like you're cooking. Pour a little glass of wine. 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You have a gourmet meal, and it's just less stress. And why not do it?
Yeah, yeah. They're America's #1 meal kit for a reason, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
So go to hellofresh.com/revolution12. Use the code revolution12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping. That is hellofresh.com/revolution12 and use the code revolution12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping.
Hello Fresh.
America's #1 meal kit for a reason. God bless it. I love those guys. I said this on Drinker Bros. This was one that you and I called in. We were like, hey, we're already eating it. Can we just get a promo code for free?
Great, because we are going to be talking about it. That was the main thing.
Yeah.
It's like we're going to be talking about the meals the night before, blah, blah, blah. So built in.
Anyways. Anywho's jobless. the protests are going on, and the media is back, and this is what saddens me. It saddens me that the media has a story to cover now. I was like, shit. I kind of wanted it to all collapse, like CNN and everything else, and I thought we were close, and then this happens with the 20-year-old man who got shot, and then the guy in the military who got
the military vet that got assaulted, essentially.
Yeah.
And in both cases, this was interesting because in both cases, the police department were wrong, mistake, fired. We're wrong, mistake, fired. So
and they came out and said it to their credit. They came out and said it immediately. They did not wait.
To their credit, or are we seeing these trials make things even worse than they are?
I'll tell you what it is. We're getting the video faster. So once the video is out, the body cam footage and all that stuff.
Because you're not waiting for the police to. I mean, sometimes people are taking it on their phone, but yeah.
Right. But in these cases, like the body cam footage, and we had it and it was out, and we were done with it. First of all, I hate to see this just because I hate to see it, right? I just want to see it in America.
Yeah.
But the second part of it, it pains me because it gives the media more shit to divide us and talk about over and over and over again.
It was the same with the insurrection. Like, you handed them
a story that they
on a platter, a reason to do all these things that you're talking about with the IA and all of that. So AI, my God.
Yeah.
Anyways, but you hand them on the platter because you are justifying. You have that to justify things like silencing voices and things like that. So, they never let a good tragedy, whatever, go to waste. So don't hand them anymore, basically.
And it's every time I see it, I knew, because that's why I flipped over to that Don Lemon thing last night. I was like, here we go. He has been waiting for this, just sitting, in the green room going like,
he straight up said, so one of the reporters.
Do we have anything? Yeah. We got
So one of the reporters was like on the ground, kind of in front. We're going to come back to you. I think it was Nicole or something. We're going to come back to you, Nicole. If you need to bolt.
Yeah.
If you need to bolt and get out of there, we understand.
Yeah.
That's a reporter.
Yeah.
On CNN.
Yep.
All right, Nicole, if you need to bolt, girl.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey.
I was like, what? Did he just say if you need to bolt?
Hey, girl.
If you need to bone out, dude, just do it.
If you need to fucking call an oobs, do it, Nicole. It looks dangerous as shit out there. Go get an oobs and get out of there. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, shit, they're going to last another month. The media is going to last another month.
Right.
I just want it all to end. I want all of those networks to end and die and then kind of start over from there.
Just saying, those instances were fucked up, right?
I know. And look, they were. And here, like, I don't want them to happen for America, but I also don't want I don't want them to happen so there's a fucking story to report on for the media, because I want them out. I want all those guys shut down. That's it. Like, I'm all done with all the cable bullshit across the board. All of the networks, by the way, Fox, CNN, everybody else. Like, let's just wipe them out and start anew. You and I, Sunday night, caught an old version of 60 Minutes where they talked to the Boston Dynamics people. It was a week before.
Yeah.
With the dog and all that shit. And, the way they talk to these people, and they're like, man, why are you making these, And I looked at you, and I was like, they're fucking going to deploy them as policemen and soldiers and shit like that. That's exactly what they're going to do. They did it in New York. So... they brought out that fucking dog, dude. And they're if you watch the video here, they're walking as if the dog is like a real dog, grabbing the suspect out of a building.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a creepy video. Pull up Hot Bob. The name of the Twitter account is okay. But they're walking out, and it's blue, so it's half blue, half black. Oh. Yeah, like it's a dog, and they're like it's a police dog now.
So creepy.
Yeah, look at that. Black Mirror, kids. We're here. Holy
but also,
shit.
If they just stay in that capacity, they're saving
never
lives.
Happen.
But go ahead.
Never
Over
happen.
under Dan fights one of those dogs.
Oh my God, he'll be destroyed.
Yeah, the dog is going to kill everyone.
Have you seen him like backflip and rear up and like fucking...
Yeah, they had them doing backflips now, and they have you seen the human versions of them?
Oh,
they look like astronauts. And they're
They
doing
look like
backflips,
RoboCop.
running upstairs, kicking people in the chest.
Yeah, but have you seen any of these robots doing push-ups? Like terrible form, like some of the worst form I've seen.
That dog?
Yeah, the dogs get horrible push-up form.
I don't know.
Okay, the dog versus a
I
baboon
believe
in a
that.
prelim. The winner fights Dan.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But we're here, so that's it. Like that's where we go. And then eventually somebody will put a chip in that thing. It'll learn all of it, and it will be in Black Mirror.
Yeah.
The creepiest thing ever to me, though, was if you go and watch that episode of Black Mirror on Netflix, it's the exact same dogs, man. So
Yeah. Well, because I'm sure best in
the
Boston
biz.
Dynamics must have been working on it for a really long time.
Show the one on screen. There you go. Yeah, pop that one up. Look at this. Look at this guy coming to bust through your door and kill you.
Yeah, and then he just dances on your grave the
Yep.
entire time.
Yeah, it's like a video game. Look at that. Oh, smash.
You think we can finally beat the Chinese in gymnastics now?
No, because I bet you
It's
they're developing the same
impressive,
shit.
dude.
Think about this. If white people are doing this up at Boston Dynamics,
Look at the other one,
Yeah.
the huge bug one on
look
the
at that.
side.
Why'd they give him a huge cock, dude? Why'd they give him a fucking unit? Oh, is he just going to open the door and let himself out and kill you? There he goes. Hello, everyone. I'm out into the world, and I don't get cold.
Yeah, and
so
they
I don't have
can't
to
get him
suit
back.
up.
Yeah, this isn't funny. Like, haha, look, it's escaping.
No, I know.
Yeah,
They're
walking
doing a
through the
lot.
snow.
Like the whole interview was like, why are you laughing? Like Anderson Cooper was like having a laugh and dancing with the fucking robot. I was like,
Well, yeah, wait till
bro,
they do
can
the-
you ask him a couple questions about the future, the end game? Like,
Yeah.
no,
It's all fun and games when they do TikTok dances. but-
sure.
Yeah, and Anderson Cooper was just sitting there just laughing.
I
with
can't
the,
go
with this guy.
sideways. He's having a hard time going sideways.
Well,
Well, there you go. That's the weakness.
yeah.
Go to the side.
You got to put him in the snow
Get
in
in
the
his
woods
periph.
and then make him go in the snow. It's kind of like running away from alligators. What do you have to do? Zigzags or run in a
Yeah.
zigzag or something? Yeah.
Also,
Look at
alligators
this.
are lazy.
Look
They don't
at that.
actually chase you.
Here's a 10-pound box. Just lifting that up, putting it. Congratulations, Amazon workers. There are your replacements right there.
You don't need a union because you're going to be out of a jail.
Yeah.
This is actually concerning to me because a human head weighs 10 pounds roughly.
Yeah.
So
They're going to rip that right off our heads.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what they're showing you here.
How
All
many
we're doing.
pounds of force though do you need to rip off a human head? This is a true test, Bob.
Look at that. Oh, and then they're poking him with
How many pounds
Look at
of
that.
force?
They're taunting him with a fucking jabbing him with a hockey stick.
I'm starting a new YouTube channel. It's teaching you how to hit stuff with a hockey stick and move left to right very quickly.
Oof. Look at that. They're already taunting this thing. So inside their AI minds, they're like, man, this fucking white dude, this white guy with the beard is taunting me with a hockey stick. I'll show him one day. I'll rip his fucking penis off and then move a box in front of him with his own penis. That's where we're headed with this shit. I mean, this is so fucking gnarly, dude.
Ross, your penis could probably move a 20-pound box.
Probably,
Oh,
but look at that.
God.
Now they're pushing him over. What do you think? The robot's
Is he
not going to
gonna get
remember
back
that?
up though?
Yeah, he's going to get up. It's like Chumbawamba.
I need to know what they should. What I wanted Anderson Cooper to ask was, where do I shoot the robot to disable it? Right? Because that's like gonna have to be common knowledge. Same with like zombies or
Yeah.
vampires. You know.
Yeah. It's escaping
Oh,
again.
that's hilarious.
So
Did he grab a gun on his way out?
yeah, if you think
Oh my goodness.
if you think he's not going to remember all of
Oh,
this, Yep,
that's
there
right.
It is.
Right over buildings.
Look
Oh,
at that.
And
Look at
right
those
into your
box
window.
jumps.
And wow. Impressive.
You jump higher than us. We're not even going to
No,
need
it's
NBA
just the
players.
it's like the balance.
We're not going to need NBA players. If they can jump that high, I'd rather see robots fucking go at it. You know?
Well, the WNBA is gone for sure.
Yeah.
all
Not
robots.
in their mind. If I see one more story about the WNBA or college women's basketball saying,
You know the attendance is actually up.
we're not getting
They
enough
what?
The
funding
attendance this year is actually up. opposed to
what?
last year.
for the WNBA.
Yeah.
That's not true, is it?
It has to.
You guys are fucking high. How high did everybody get
It's
today?
Tuesday, bro.
It's Tuesday high day?
It's THC Tuesday. You didn't know that, dude? It's fucking common knowledge in the office. Anyway, yeah, the WNBA it's embarrassing as
Yeah.
a woman, but
It is.
the embarrassing part of it,
Is Jesse?
No, I
No,
can't.
go ahead.
I can't.
Go ahead. You're a woman. You're allowed to say it. I'm not allowed to say it, but you are.
Just like when they jump off the chairs, like guys do, and they're like, "Ooh, yeah,"
Yeah.
for nothing.
Yeah, like a layup.
But they're like playing the part, right?
Yeah.
Of a NBA team that is really doing it.
They're
and they're
excited.
all playing the parts.
They are excited
I'm
about
not going
it.
to say anymore.
No. But
Because I'm a misogynist. You guys know that. But
and
it's just,
fine.
it's
fine.
They're wearing their big shorts and they're getting up. Yeah.
To be fair, though, I feel the same way about like men's lacrosse and all that other shit. And
Hang on a
Fuck
second.
you,
Check
dude.
your skin color, Ross.
no,
Exactly.
I am. I don't care.
But that's a real.
Not a real sport. Not a
Yeah.
real sport. It's
Yeah, it's not the
a
same.
Stick. It's like an old Viking stick with a hard ball, and
Yeah, the oldest American sport is what
yeah,
we're
it's
talking
fucking
about.
dumb, dude.
It's a little.
dumb.
It's a little stick with a hard ball.
Yeah, it's like those Viking sticks where you I got that
Warriors
fucking thing in my
used
thing.
their weapons and played lacrosse.
Yeah.
Downtime.
Yeah,
Train.
Yeah.
They weren't advanced to have real sports.
Is lacrosse the net one?
yeah,
I think there's a net
yeah,
involved.
there's a net involved. Yeah,
There is some skill.
not really. I could fucking wing one.
I just
of
don't
those
think
things.
it's the same. You can't really equate it to.
It's boring to watch. It's boring to watch. You can't see the ball where it's going and all that. It's hard to watch. So is men's soccer. Yeah, I'll be honest today, Giorgio. Let's go. Who cares today? Who fucking cares? Like if the guest canceled, he canceled. It was Josie Altidore. I was going to talk to him because I enjoy Josie Altidore. Did not want to be on camera today, I guess, but I was going to ask him about the men's failure to make the Olympics because we have the Olympics coming up here, the men's soccer team. I feel the same way.
World Cup.
No. There's for the Olympics.
Yeah, but no one cares about that in soccer.
I understand.
But if you to the specific that you can't play with X number of people over the age of 25.
Correct. And so here's where I'm going with this, right? That should be our future. The children are our future. Teach them well so they can lead the way. If we can't make the fucking Olympics, which no one cares about, how the fuck are we ever going to make a World Cup again? That's what I wanted to chat with them about today. And I'm not going to get that opportunity. Hence, I'll go all in on this today. Men's United States soccer is just as boring to me as the WNBA. And both should be gone. I don't really give a fuck. Georgia, I've now crossed over to your side. So, Saturday, I was watching, you were out, and I was watching Chelsea on TV with my child. The skill involved in those guys in Europe, like, dude, I watched the fuck out of that it's unbelievable. It is so different than American soccer that it is mind-altering.
It was also a 4-1 game, so it was a pretty interesting game to watch.
It was.
If you're going to tune in.
Yeah.
And, it's all the interesting patterns they play, like no-look passes, long
They're
balls.
just dialed in.
It was
dude.
so good
Since
and
birth,
so precise
though.
that, like, dude, I might hop on this train with you because I was always a World Cup guy. I'll always watch the World Cup because it's the best soccer in the world. Watching these English Premier Leagues, like, holy shit, dude.
It's like watching hockey.
I might even say better. I mean, for real, like.
As far as like entertainment goes, the
But
pace,
the
everything's
skill
so,
of it, man. It's just the passing was so precise and everything else. Like, dude, to me, if you can't figure that out as the men's team, scrap it. Scrap them, scrap the WNBA. Like, it's just not good enough.
I
to
know
watch.
we didn't give you a chance against Pat in the pump, pass, and kick, but I do think if you like maybe started training, you could make the men's national team.
I have an interesting update on that. So somebody tagged me on Twitter last night, and Pat McAfee, he had knee surgery, I guess, and then he was doing sideways field goals yesterday, which is like an old school kicker's technique to like kind of loosen up and everything else. He was bombing the ball. And somebody hit me up and they were like, is he practicing for this? And I was like, I don't know. But I said, look, I've already conceded the kick portion of this. The passing, I think I have him in. And the punt is anybody's game. I know he was an NFL punter. I know that. I understand that. However, punting is one of those things where you get lucky with one. You don't really, if you can just get the ball to turn over, and that's not a guarantee every time. So I think it would be even going into the punt, but he would definitely get me in the kick. He was bombing balls. McAfee was.
Yeah. I mean, I think the easiest sport to actually like make the Olympics in is probably handball. Handball's a joke. I remember I went to a summer camp in France. I was on a trip with school.
Yeah.
And we stopped at a summer camp, and we rolled these French kids who actually played handball.
Yeah.
And we had never actually played it in our lives. And it was just a group of ragtag, like high school kids that are sophomore year, and we just rolled these French kids.
So everybody did get high, is what we're.
Dana's bragging about beating French kids. Like,
I
what is
know.
going on here?
The brag started with I went
THC
to
Tuesday
summer
over there.
camp in France. Was that
Yeah,
in France?
You're rich.
Yeah.
So
There's actually a breakdancing category this year in the Olympics. So
is there badminton?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, I could.
There
kill
used to
some
be.
fucking bad.
There used to be badminton, I believe. But I know there's breakdancing this year, and it's just like, why? To me, women's softball is actually really fucking hard, and like that should still be a sport. So I'm not going to shit on the ladies altogether. Like, dude, the women's soccer team is a blast to watch. A blast. I have zero problems with them.
Yeah.
As a sport.
Yeah.
Women's softball, those ladies are fucking heaving that ball.
And it's a leaning into it being a full-on woman's sport, though. Like the ball is bigger, softer, like pitch different, closer.
That's
so
right,
it's
you
like
played.
we're
You
yeah,
played.
but
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
like
yeah.
leaning into like this is guys don't play this, right? So it's not like we're gonna try and play the exact same game. It's that we are going to hone skills since, as children for girls to play this with literally no end game. After college, you're done. But anyway,
Yeah, they toyed with it professionally for a couple years, and it looked like you had the right person who was leading it. It was that Jenny Finch.
yeah.
And then it's women's softball, like as a profession.
Fast pitch it's impressive, and it's
It is.
like pretty to watch. Everyone looks good. They all have their little braids.
Yeah.
They're cute.
Yeah.
Like that was something that we're like, let's do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing. Like I think Charles Barkley was saying, or who said to lower the hoop? Shaq.
Shaq did,
But it's the same idea, right? Like we're not playing regular baseball. We like did things to make it so we can have impressive home runs or whatever it may be, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, us playing baseball would be boring and weird and sad, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's the thing
Would
that
you
I
say
like about softball.
The sports are separate but equal.
What? No, they're separate but separate. Like separate but totally separate.
There's one women's sport that is exactly the same as the men's sport, and I like the women's version better.
What?
Indoor volleyball.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is like it
butts.
sounds weird. Well, that's so. Reason number 2 is that like the men are too strong and big, and they play in the same size court. So it's just like it's like if you watch a tennis match and it's just like Isner versus some other big server, and all you get is like 140-mile-an-hour serves, and no one does anything else, and so nothing's happening. Or like a baseball game where it's 3-0, and it's just 3 like solo home runs or some shit. There's no actual action. It's the same thing in men's volleyball. Like there's not really any volleys or anything like that. They're all just
It's literally just spiking on fucking dudes.
Yeah, it's just like the ball goes up.
Yeah.
And in women's, there's more like finesse to it. It's actually a lot more fun to watch, in my opinion.
It is.
Yeah, true. What's another one like that?
For what?
Like he was saying, tennis. I mean, I like
women's tennis is great to watch.
And that was like superseding as well for a second.
And women's, here's the things. Women's tennis has been great for 40 years. I mean, you can go back to Billie Jean King on all that. Like you had Chris Everett Lloyd, you had Martina Navratilova, Steffi Graf, Serena Williams, Venus Williams, all that. You had gangsters in that. Like, yeah, women's tennis is great to watch. There's just certain sports that just aren't exciting, unfortunately.
No, it's just my whole
US
point.
Men's soccer
It's my
is one
whole
of them.
point that we can excel if we accept what make a playing field for us to excel in, right?
Yeah. By the way, quick update here on MTech, Minority Trans Equality Coalition on Facebook. We started off with 3,500 members before the show started. We are now to 4,100 members as the show has been
By
going
the minute.
on.
By the minute.
It's great, guys. Started a
really
new group
great.
for Drinking Bros to really enjoy each other and feel free about whatever it is you feel free in,
Yes.
and we're here for you.
Yes.
We're here. We're getting MTech t-shirts made. We're doing it. We're doing it well, James. You look gorgeous today.
Oh, thank you.
What is going on inside your mind? You could not look hotter. Do you see yourself on the monitor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you look crazy hot. Jay Fire's like really fucking hot today.
J-Fire.
Yeah. You seem annoyed, but you could not be any hotter.
No,
today,
I'm not.
So.
No, I'm not. It's one of those things that it's like, it's you, right? You're tired, you're puffy, or whatever.
Yeah. Well, we will,
and I understand why your guest didn't want to be on camera.
We will.
Do you know
be
what I mean?
back
Some of
soon.
those days are like,
We will be
don't
back
put me
soon.
on camera, guys.
By the way, we'll have like if he wants to come back, I don't really care.
Or if he just wants to do audio. I mean, look, there's ways. There's ways.
We do like 9,000 shows for everybody, so we have content running all day for everyone, and it's great. So it is what it is. The only thing that I would rather that than, hey, you're waiting in the studio and you're on air and somebody cancels. Like that happened the other day, and I was like, man, I was not happy about it.
Right.
I was real unhappy that day, especially when I could.
Well, we did name this Johnson & Johnson. So what's the verdict on like how we feel about the vaccines at this point?
Look, I think we've...
Like there was a moment where I was like, I'm like, fine, let's just get it.
We've said this a million times, and it's a no-go for me, Doug.
Guys, are you guys
no,
fine
they
with
did
it
it.
still?
Bob just
Rob
did it,
has
actually.
the J&J in his blood.
Yeah,
You do?
Yeah, he just got it.
Yeah, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is currently pumping through my veins, but more importantly, the veins of my pregnant wife and unborn child.
Are you worried, dude? Seriously.
I woke up this morning and was internally screaming for sure.
Okay.
Really?
Yes. Fuck, dude.
It's not. Look. I'm not like actually worried, but like you
No.
still have that reflex where like there's a 2/3 formed baby, and obviously like the woman I married. And when you're pregnant, you have a higher risk of blood clots, like significantly
Just in
so.
general, yeah.
Although I believe that the Johnson & Johnson, that type of blood clot is different than your run-of-the-mill, like pregnancy or birth control blood clot.
Yeah.
So no, we're like everyone's saying 6 out of 6 million. It's probably more like 6 out of 2 to 3 million because
Yeah.
it's women between 18 and 48, not the full. And so the 6.8 million, that's everyone. That includes men and older women and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, even though I'm like being logical about it, and it's like, it's not that many. They're just being cautious. They should be cautious. That's what you want instead of burying the information or them just like poo-pooing it away.
Right.
But at the same time, still, in the back of your... It's like this. This is how I equate a lot of things growing up in the Midwest. It's like when you get a bad tornado warning.
Yeah, and you're like, nah.
You go in the basement still if it's like real bad. It's like it might come through your area, and you know it's not going to hit your house almost
Right.
certainly. But
There's a chance.
there's a chance, and the
But it's
skies are
also,
dark.
yeah, but it's also like you'll know when your actually child's born, like when you have to get vaccines, like you get them, right? Just vaccines in general. And you'll be, Bob, you're on the tail end of this. I was as well. But there was a time when they were saying like autism, all of this is like caused by vaccines, right?
Right.
And you kind of didn't think, but then you were like, and you get the vaccine because you have to, but I would probably equate it to that, where it's like in the very, very back of your mind, you're like, but is it? Right? So, but in the end, I mean, it works out fine, whatever, you'll be fine.
I think you're Bob. I think you're
It's
fine.
gonna be fine, yeah.
I think it's all fine. It's just a matter of whether or not you want to take it. Now, what I can't figure out is, to put a button on this thing here at the end of it is the media as a whole and the left as a whole. We're like, dude, get the vaccination. Everybody get the vaccination. Get it. Right? If you're gonna hide stories about like the rest of the world and everything else that's going on, we're just gonna pretend that China didn't do this and everything else. Cover this up too. I don't need to hear that 6 out of how many million?
That's true. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't give me all the information.
Nope.
My tiny brain can't handle it.
Hide. If you're
Unless it's like a large amount.
if you're hiding everything else in the media today, on that side, right? Hide this as well. Like shit, no one's gonna know. Yeah, you'll hear this one case or whatever, and blah blah blah. But fuck.
Yeah,
Hide
but
it.
that's just revenue off the table. You know how many news articles I Googled this morning? I'm just paying people's bills at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So hide it. Don't tell anybody about this. Don't scare anybody. One guy is dead. One is in critical. 6 have blood clots.
Only women have been affected by the J&J. Is that correct?
Yes, it's only women between 18 and 48.
Do we know if they were on birth control?
How old is your wife?
Unfortunately, not 49 or 17.
Well,
So they weren't. Is it maybe younger women? Because first of all, I was saying even to you with birth control, like high percentage.
Yes.
Of blood clots.
Yep.
So be interesting to know, since it is happening in women of that age that would be on birth control.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, as far as I can tell, it's a different kind of blood clot than you would get from pregnancy or birth control. Or would you get a blood clot the other day sitting down too much or something?
I did.
No, I don't have a blood clot.
Oh, hey, did you go to the doctor this morning?
No, tomorrow.
Oh,
but
tomorrow.
It's probably a Baker cyst from squatting. So
Oh God!
I'm looking forward to that.
You fucking loser! Who squats
From
that
lifting.
much? If that's what it is, and you go to the doctor tomorrow and they say you squatted too much, it's time to fucking reevaluate your life.
I agree. Yeah.
I had one from years ago from sitting. I had to write like 1 million scripts in a row for this package, and yeah, I had to take blood thinners for like 2 years, and everything's fine. They did say I couldn't travel though. I wasn't allowed to get on a plane for like a month, so.
That won't be a problem. She doesn't want to go anywhere anyway. Not
Perfect.
Pregnant, and she's like, when the baby's out, we're not leaving this house ever. We're not going to family Christmases in St. Louis. Fuck all that.
Yeah.
They come to us.
Yeah.
She's my girl. We need to be friends, dude.
Because that's true, by the way.
That's exactly
when you
what
have
I said.
a newborn,
They're coming to me now.
Yeah, you got to
I'm
make
not
them come
fucking
to
doing
you.
any of that shit.
Yeah.
Well, if she's alive, when I get home, I'll tell her you want to be
Yeah, but
friends.
I've always said that. You should be telling her every day.
No, I know. I have told her that.
All right.
Yeah. So
What?
bring her in.
Just be like, Jesse needs friends, and you sound cool.
Bob, is it weird? Like you've been here, what, 5 or 6 months? I don't think we've ever met your wife.
I was going to toss you guys an invite to the baby shower.
When is it?
We haven't set a date, but I think it'd be like June.
Can't make it.
Do you want to float?
We'll be there. We'll come.
Do you want to float that by her? Are you sure
No, I
she
told
wants
her.
all of us? Okay.
I told her, I was like, that's probably rude to not invite work people. Plus, it'd be fun for them to be there, fun to have them there. But I was like, and also,
yeah, and my gift package is gonna be on point, dude. Because I'll get you all the shit you need.
Yeah. Like the things you actually need.
Actually need.
Yeah.
Not you think you need.
Yeah.
You actually need. Drugs. What?
Drugs. Do we have any Louisville listeners out there? Type it in the old comments on the YouTubes. Looking at Kentucky Derby tickets as we speak here for that. And I might have to do a little live show. Rob O'Neill hit me up and was like, dude, 30K people partying? Let's go. It's one of the funnest parties on the planet. You've not been, and I want to see you in the whole thing. You don't wear that many hats, though. I was thinking about this last night.
No.
Yeah, you've got to wear a hat to this.
Yeah, I know, but it's gonna be like over the top.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe a hot dog.
If you showed up with a hot dog on your head,
I'm
that'd be
deciding
really
if I'm gonna go like classy.
Yeah.
And like really just blend in, or be myself. I'm not really sure.
That's funny. Yeah, well, I'll have decisions on that tonight. But if people are in Louisville, we'll have to do a show down there, obviously, and then we'll be covering the Derby, the odds, and all the fun and magic. Feels like we're getting back to things. That's another reason why this Johnson & Johnson thing was a fucking bummer, man. Like,
Yeah.
Whatever your feelings are of the vaccination, it's fine, right? I don't care either way. If you do it or you don't do it, it's up to you. # your body, your choice, right? Mm-hmm. What I don't want is it to affect the world and going back to work and events and fun things again, because you hear a fucking story like this. It is simply meant to fucking scare people, and it's no worse than telling you to wear 2 masks.
Right.
Now, don't get the Johnson & Johnson for 6 people have blood clots. It's crazy. Out of 1 million, fuck you, dude. You're hiding everything else in the media. Hide this story. Tell us later. Shit.
But my mind always goes to like, is this a business move? Because like Moderna, they're not saying anything. The EU is mad at AstraZeneca because they weren't like export. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, are these things actually going back into the things that they always do, which is turn into corruption and who's going to make the most money and whatever? So look, I don't fucking know.
Yeah. And then the other part about it is, look, how long did Russia hide Chernobyl from people? Dan just walked in. He'll know this answer here as we close out the show. Dan, how long did Russia hide Chernobyl from their own people?
I mean, I would venture to say currently still, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they still are hiding it.
Yeah, you think they don't know? That's right, they did.
Yeah.
Right. So Dan Holloway just walked in and he said they hid it from their own scientist on site. So yeah, dude, hide this thing with the Johnson & Johnson thing. Like, hide it.
But them hiding it in Chernobyl, that's not a good analogy.
6 people? I don't need to know about 6 people. That's dumb.
Right,
One
but the
person
hiding
died?
in Chernobyl had way more devastating. Okay.
100%, right?
Sure.
But Russia knew, hey, if this story gets out, people are going to freak the fuck out.
And leave and not get killed?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to isolate it into an area and kill those people.
I think they should do the opposite and start hyping up more things. Like I said, for example, tornadoes.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time a tornado touches down, there's just like 100 news vans there screaming like Jesus
like
Christ.
everyone in the U.S. needs to get into their basement, right?
Yes.
Because you never know. It could take a weird turn.
Yeah, let's just
Don't just isolate it to that one area.
death from the skies
Yeah.
every spring.
You know,
Yep.
you know what's weird is like a sick noise that I love is actually a tornado horn. When the horns go off for a tornado, I love it. I love that sound for some reason. I heard it in Georgia many times as a child. And when those horns go off, you're like, oh, shit. There's something about it. I also like the German ones, the ham horns.
The air horn, yeah.
The air horns. Is that what it is? Ugh, maybe I misspoke on that one.
Yeah, I think you need to do another show, so I can't dive into what all of that means.
I'm talking about DJs here, German DJs, and a ham horn.
Oh, okay.
It's
yeah,
a ham
yeah,
horn
yeah.
is what
you
I
like.
like.
It with a beat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said the wrong one on that one. Jeez. A man as smart as me never says that the wrong. I like that. Oh, yeah, I like the ham horn. That's what I like. That and tornado sirens. Big fan. Flip on over to Drinking Bros podcast here. We'll be started here in about 20 minutes and go to MTech. That is the new Drinking Bros page. Dan, since we've been on the air, D'Anthony, 600 people have joined. We told people to join MTech. So
Ross, do you like a flex fit or a snapback hat?
Ooh.
I like a flex fit, but it needs to be. I said flex fit. I think Julia's doing some nooner stuff.
Oh, some nooner hats?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know if it's going to be that. She's just asked me, and now she's paid to ask you on air.
Sure. Do the Richardson snapbacks are really good. Flex fits are great.
But your head is big.
Correct. I have a huge head. People
All right,
forget
so
I'm a huge
let's do
person.
flex fit for Ross, Julia.
So it looks like a little baby.
Let's do, snapback. Sorry.
Yeah, snapback. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
You should have just
like a
said
little tiny
that.
Baby, yeah.
Okay.
I did. I said the Richardson snapbacks.
No, you were like, well, you went through all the brands and then the flex fit. And I said, just say snapback.
Well, I am who I am.
Just answer.
Jesse.
We don't need a big, long story for every single fucking question.
Look at you. Look at you. Look at her. Put a single on Jabes to lead us out of here. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a review. It's the only thing that helps in this world. We love you, everybody. Good night.
Love you. Good night.
Good afternoon.